Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Leaf and a Guest here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to wormfish in Hypixel Skyblock as of the Crimson Isles Island update. If you find this video helpful at all, or if you enjoy this neat style of tutorial video, please be sure to make some hot, steamy action between your cursor and the like button, because by clicking the like button exactly 7 times, you can make sure that they give birth to a happy and healthy Togepi. But, like on steroids? Don't do drugs, kids. Anyways, make sure that the subscribe and notifications icons aren't feeling lonely either. This is like the first video that I'm actually putting effort into. God, please save me. This is attempt number 65! So, please, it'd mean a lot to me as I try and figure out what everyone likes in terms of content. So, honestly, it's just helpful feedback. So, if you find it overly confusing or really hard to follow, or if you just hate me specifically, feel free to leave a dislike instead and leave a comment with things you like or constructive criticisms. Honestly, though, if you hate me specifically, leave a like so I have to do more of this. Either way, I appreciate the feedback, guys. Anyways, enough of that. Let's just get on to the video. What is worm fishing? Well, worm fishing consists of casting a lava rod into a lava source block in the precursor remnants area of the Crystal Hollows Island and catching a mob known as a flaming worm. This mob has a 20% chance to drop a worm membrane when killed, which can be increased by having a higher looting enchantment level on the item you use to kill them. It's not affected by Magic Find. Trust me, I checked. These worm membranes can be sold for major stonks on the bazaar, usually around 75 to 90,000 coins each. Right at the top, you're going to have some things unlocked in order to even fish up the flaming worm. And you can use /C Creature Guide to view the fishing level requirement in-game. But the requirements have changed because of the Crimson Isles update, making it harder to be able to do this as efficiently as soon. But it is still an insanely good method if you don't want to sink 13,937,420,069,069 coins into getting a maxed out mining setup only to slap glass for hours on end. First of all, you need fishing skill level 19 in order to even fish up the flaming worm. One way you can go about getting this is to have clay or fishing minions down, as they will give you fishing XP. But a pro tip here is to do spooky fishing. It gives so much XP, guys. And obviously lava fishing in the Crimson Isles, but you know that goes without saying. But spooky fishing you can do like really early on in your fishing career. So, anyways. Next, the Crimson Isles introduced a new type of fishing rod called a lava rod and made it so that normal fishing words... Did I really just say normal fishing words? Guys, my brain is melting, please save me. Normal fishing rods do not work in lava anymore. There are currently only 4 lava rods in the game, and the most basic, the starter lava rod, requires access to the Crimson Isles Island to be able to obtain, and it's co-op soulbound, of course, so it can't be bought off the auction house. The other 3 are all upgrades of each other, with the base tier being the magma rod. But that requires fishing 27 to use, so, I mean, if you can use it, go ahead. More on rods in a second, though. Last thing you'll need is access to the Crimson Hollows Island, and I said Crimson Hollows because I'm dead inside, and this is attempt number 65! It's Crystal Hollows. Yeah, first try. Anyways, you need Heart of the Mountain Tier 3. Let's just get out of this freaking slideshow and get onto the freaking game, man. Oh my goodness. So normally by this point I have been disconnected because my internet's shit, so I just decided to do this on my island, and of course I'm still here. But this is basically what the setup looks like when you find lava in the precursor remnants. I'll get more to this in a second, but anyways, yeah, rods. All right. So, fishing rods, if you do not yet have fishing level 27 to use a magma rod, or its upgraded versions, which you need even higher for, talk to Odger in the Crimson Isles Blazing Volcano, and he'll give you something called a starter lava rod. Don't pour too many coins into upgrading this item, though, because once you reach fishing level 27, it'll just become obsolete, and you should make a magma rod and enchant that instead. And magma rods come with cool things from the Crimson Isles update called attributes, which are these blue things. I won't go too far in depth on this, but just know that you can combine 2 rods that share an attribute at the same level in the attribute fusion menu of your faction's blacksmith to level up the attribute. Yeah. Currently, the best attributes for worm fishing are the double hook and fishing speed attributes, which are what I have on here. Once you get a magma rod, either by crafting or off the auction house, feel free to try and max it out as much as you can, because this is basically the rod you're going to be using for the rest of whatever. And it'll keep its changes or modifications when it's upgraded. As for armor goes, just use whatever gives you the highest sea creature chance you can possibly get. Basically, as you level up your fishing level, you'll be able to use better and better armor. Sea creature chance is the main stat that'll make a difference, although fishing speed is also helpful. When it comes to pet, if you're in my guild, you know this, because every time you log into the game, you see the message, Ammonite best. God, I love this pet so much. It buffs your fishing stats based on your mining levels, although I guess if you're Heart of the Mountain and mining levels are low, it would be a little bit better to use a dolphin pet, but I don't know exactly what point the Ammonite's better. I think it's around fish, or I think the fishing speed, I think you need around mining level 50 for it to be as good as the dolphin, or a little bit lower than that actually, like 40 something. And for sea creature chance, it's just infinitely better than dolphin, no matter what your Heart of the Mountain level is. I don't think dolphin gives sea creature chance. Anyways, you might just want to use Ammonite anyways, so that you have a high leveled one when you actually get a good mining stats skill level and Heart of the Mountain. Anyways, feel free to try and do the math yourself. Thankfully, bait is quite simple. Basically, if you have 80% sea creature chance, you're going to buy that as talismans. If you have 80% sea creature chance, you're going to want to use spiked bait. Otherwise, just use fish bait. Which, trust me, this is fish bait. It's just my textures have been tweaking recently because I'm so good at the game that I just break everything I touch. Yeah, that's we'll go with that. Anyways, how to find a worm fishing spot? Basically, any lava source block in the Precursor Remnants area can be used as a worm fishing spot. Remember, it matters where the lava is, not where you are standing when you're fishing. Any lava source block at the coordinates x of 512 or above, y of 65 or above, or z and z of 512 or above can fish up flaming worms. Again, that's just... This is a setup you're going to want to have, just a 2-block area behind, and you're going to want to be fishing like this, although this, obviously, you're going to want blocked off, but otherwise lava would flood literally everything because I'm on my island. If someone else is worm fishing, though, you can, well, not that you'd know, but you could ask in chat when you join a lobby, anyone got worm fishing cords, and, they might party you and give you the coordinates, so then you can be fishing buddies. Yeah. Or just two random nerds fishing in what happens to be the same location, brought together by the multitude of options that the universe has provided, and the one that you have decided. Anyways, yeah. If no one in the lobby has cords, run around in the Precursor Remnants hallways for a little bit. The best place to look is around Y level like 66 or 70, because sometimes magma fields rooms, which obviously have a lot of lava, can spawn by the border between the two areas, and overlap a little bit. And as long as the source block is within the coordinates I mentioned, it doesn't matter where the rest of the room is. One nice trick you can try is, if Cause of Doom, which is where Bell spawns, is in the Precursor Remnants, you can fish at the top of one of the lava falls in the area. Another great spot would be the Deep Caverns Lift room, where lava spawns on the diamond level. And then this is what you do once you find the lava. Once again, you just make a little area so that when you go fishing, you can yeet things and, catch things. Yeah. So, obviously, going and killing each worm individually after you fish it up would be not very efficient. So, luckily, sea creatures last approximately 7 minutes of real time before despawning. So if you set a timer for 6 or 6.5 minutes and kill them all when it goes off, you'll spend a lot more time actually fishing up the worms, therefore making you more profit. I'll link the website I use for a timer in the description, but if you have something else that works better, like an actual timer, feel free to use that instead. Although I really like the website because it will literally loop, so you don't have to, reset the timer and start it again. Other notes and info. Because the Crystal Hollows gives you the ability to physically mine out blocks, it's very easy to try and troll someone for, haha, funny, yeah, get wrecked, noob, L, I just broke blocks, I'm so cool. I just want to put it out there that messing with someone who's worm fishing isn't a funny troll, it's just really a dick move. One of the best parts about worm fishing is that you don't really have to be paying attention to the game to be able to do it. And if you have like anime or YouTube open on the side, you can easily multitask and still be entertained, even though worm fishing is generally a boring task. This is probably the main reason I do worm fishing instead of mining, even though mining can make quite a few more coins. This game requires a lot of grinding, and the fact that I don't have to be completely focused on an otherwise boring task is pretty refreshing. If I have to come back to the game because someone is breaking my cubby or reset my timers because someone came by and blew up all my worms, I usually have to completely pause whatever I have on the side and focus on rebuilding, or in a worst case scenario, be forced to switch lobbies. Please just leave others alone and communicate if you have an issue. This game is really already toxic and painful enough as it is. That being said, don't be afraid to ask someone if you could kill their worms for loot share. Sometimes they'll just be like, oh my god, thank Jesus he didn't come here to ruin my life forever. They'll be like, sure, and I'll just reset my timers, doesn't matter. Obviously, some people have the IQ of a slightly moldy grape, so whenever I hear someone nearby my worm fishing spot, I usually say, like, hi or something in chat so they know I'm there and active, not just sitting there with a pile of worms slowly despawning behind me like some sort of troglodyte high on Cool Whip. Cool Whip, yeah. Anyways, please also be sure when you're digging towards someone else's worm pit that if you have the mole perk active, you might accidentally break into their hole and release all their worms in an explosion of madness and pain and suffering that nobody wanted. So, yeah, just to help counter this, try and dig above where their worms are, not up to it, but down towards them, and also try and come out in front of them, because that's also usually where the room that they're fishing in is, because, you know, who would just make their pit just be more lava and then have to go through the pain of going into that the whole time. Anyways, unfortunately, some kids just don't really give a shit about problems they cause for other people, so it's just they're just toxic as frick and somehow get off on a minorly, wait, what do you mean that's not a word? Mildly inconveniencing other people. If this happens to you, just stay calm and try and wait it out. What these clowns want is a reaction from you, and just don't give them that. Don't. I mean, if it continues, you might have to switch lobbies, but honestly, they'll probably stop if people don't react. I'm not gonna lie. So, yeah. Anyways, I might have forgotten to put something in this video. Oh my god, I look horrifying. Wow, I'm ugly. Okay, here, let me fix that. Thank you. Oh, look at me, I'm cute. Yeah. Anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Also, the link to my Discord will be there, so if you want to join my fun little community where I occasionally voice chat while I'm streaming, you know, click that link below. Thank you for watching to the end of this absolute train wreck of a video, but I'm not redoing this again. I swear to God, I will go insane.